My passion for cars, it started back when I was about 12, 13 years old, hanging around local milk bars, and older type hot rodders and motorbike people came to the milk bar back in the days, and I'm just in it since then, yeah. It's not an old car, I'm not interested. Right, here we have our little workshop shed, belongs to Nick, a friend over here, Nick Rees, he's the owner. He had a business in Sydney many years ago and moved up here. No women in our lives or anything now, just a dog and our passion for cars. Everything we do here is in-house. We can't buy it up here, so we fabricate and we make our own bodies, we make chassis, we've got jigs for the chassis, and we do everything here. Many tools here. Here we have basically the drill press and a guillotine around the corner just there. Big compressor over in the corner, roller, folder, lathe over in here, shelf up here, just stock, full of wheels, motors, bits and pieces. The racks full of diffs, front end components, sandblasting small parts and everything, clean them all up, get rid of all the grease and grime. This is my little shop dog, Georgie girl, aren't you? Yeah, George, yes. Hand painted in-house. Do these. Out here behind you there is a boot lid I just pinstriped this morning.
So how much time do you need to paint that?
This took me approximately an hour. This is Nick's everyday ute. It's a 38 ute, shop truck. Up there, it's a 52 Ford Custom line, crest line, 2-door, hard top. It's another project. It's already been fitted with a Holden front end, the Cleveland V8. Right, down here, this is my latest project, a little 28 Roadster. Be basically fiberglass body, it's got a steel firewall, have a steel boot lid and steel doors. Chassis all been basically done. We'll start putting that together now. No fenders. Flathead, side valve V8, flathead, 4-speed gearbox. Everyday street car, everyday runner. All my cars are everyday runners. Basically be black with flames, pinstripes, old traditional type car. Over here we have a 32 Roadster pickup. The body's basically done, motor, gearbox, mechanicals are all done. There's a pickup bed over on the table being formed now. And here is Nick's latest baby. It's a 1932 Ford Roadster, flathead powered, 5-speed gearbox, 9-inch diff, all the mod basic things. As soon as we get it run in, it's a brand new motor on this with this little 4-barrel carby. As soon as we run it in with that, we're adapting and putting the supercharger on it. It'll be ready for the street. Another one of our garbage tins. Rag bag. This one's Nick's little baby. It's a 1932 Ford race car. He's been putting this together for a couple of years now. It's going to be mainly for, I'd say, for drag racing now.
Yep.
It's running a 460 Ford big block, 5-speed box.
5-speed.
5-speed box.
Mag, yeah. Quick change rear end. It's been on the salt, it's raced on the salt, didn't do any good. So now we'll take it to the nostalgic drags.
Up there's two more bodies, fiberglass bodies ready. Up top there is a 32 Ford pickup body.
And where do you paint?
We do most of our painting out the back in the big truck, which is Nick loaded that up and took that to the salt a year or two back. Yeah. So now it's empty in the whole back of that, so we put our cars, our bodies in there and use that as a spray booth. This is Nick's personal Roadster. It's a 1932 Ford Roadster. It's been on the road for, 26 years. Yeah. Done a lot of miles. Done a lot of fun in it. And it goes very well. It has a, what is it, 332?
It's 406 big block.
406
FE motor.
FE, triple carburetors.
If you notice, everything in this shed, everything we've looked at is Ford. It might even go. We haven't had it going for about 3 months. Wow. So let's see if it'll talk to us. If you looked in the dictionary, what is a hot rod, it will come up a 1932 Ford Roadster. And that is a true hot rod. In my book, and in most people's book, that's what a hot rod is. It's fenderless, it's had the mud guards, running boards thrown away, side curtains thrown away, a bigger engine put in it. And louvered, flamed, you name it, it's got it on it. And it's been on the road for 27 years. And it's had about 3 engines in it because we drag raced it and did all silly things in it. But now it lives here in the bush and it can be driven daily, it can be taken away, and you don't have to worry about traffic. I mean, we don't have a fan on it. It's got 404 cubic inch there, V8 tri-powered, which is 3 carburetors. Light and flywheel, 3-speed manual shift auto, 9-inch diff in it. It's a bit light on brakes, but it's good fun. And here you are at Kiora Lookout, swinging around there, and you see beautiful downtown Gloucester. 4 hours out of Sydney, and with that peaceful, we're on top of a mountain and we haven't got any wind. That's one of the reasons I'm here. We got little finch birds here that poo all over your car because they like looking at themselves in the hubcap. Did you know that? Every car I put outside there, they poo on. So I'm not letting them in here anymore. No more pooing on my car. Now the reason behind that car, it's a bit before your time, but there was a movie out in 1958 called Thunder Road. And in that Thunder Road was a bloke named Robert Mitchum. And his son, was it his son? Plays his brother. Yeah. And they lived in a place a little like Gloucester, and they ran moonshine out of the mountains all the way down into the valley. And this actual car here is exactly what that Robert Mitchum had, as in it had a whopping great fuel tank in the back where they put all the illegal alcohol, and then they would run as fast as they could down into the mountains and beat the revenuers for the fuel. Now if you have a look right in underneath here, you'll see this vehicle's fitted with flamethrowers, as well as it has got, but not for real, it's got oil fins there, so it sprays the road with oil, so anyone chasing them spins out. Well, we're not allowed to have them, but we've got the flamethrowers. If you look under there, you'll see the spark plugs. There's the airbags, because this car sits on air and it lifts up. So when you're going into a servo, instead of tearing the guts out of it, you blow it up and in you go. But of course with any of these cars, the look is what it's all about. Not how good it goes, it's the look. So you can't see the back wheels. That's the look of a custom. A real custom sits down in the back, drags its arse, and sits up in the front. A hot rod does the complete different. It sits down in the front and up in the back. If you don't get that right, the stance of the vehicle, you've ruined the whole show. You've just wasted 2 years of your life building something that looks cock. Isn't that right, Alan?
Yes, mate.
So once
I love your vernacular.
hot rod, down in the front, up in the back. So this is sitting on airbag, so we can lift its bum up. And in here, if you give us a hand for a minute, Al. This is what the in the engine department.
Yes.
We've only got this sitting. No, don't take it off. Just sort of gently sit it up there. And it's got in it about 400 cube Cleveland. Unfortunately, we haven't got a light here to flash on it. But that's all Edelbrock gear on it. It's just 4-barrel, electronic ignition, got a cam in it, extractors all made of stainless, the whole exhaust system stainless.
It's running all the air conditioning unit.
And it's got Lincoln, all the parts on it are Ford, with the exception of the tail lights. But we did that because the Chev man pinched all our tail lights, so we've pinched his. And so people don't drive me mad saying, what is it? There's the Ford badge. Though it's got 2 spinners, it's not a twin spinner, it's a single, but the grill we had was a bit, how we going. So if you come here, you'll actually see down there the twists and turns. You have to get right on here. The twists and turns of actually building all that in steel and wrapping it around. A little bit of bolt was had to put in there to get it to finish it, but we don't mind that. And where the car's been widened, it's been widened in the mudguards, not in the bonnet or the boot lid. So subsequently everything else had to be widened in it too. There's actually 7 or 6 3/4 inches in the middle of it gone right through it. And that's to make it a bit fatter. So it's a little bit better shape than the average one. And there you have it. That's the 50. That's it. And it's all ready to cruise on Thunderbolt Highway we have up here, which is the closest thing we're going to get to Thunder Road.
Commonly known as a spinner.
Yeah. It's my ex-prime mover that I used to run interstate in. And we chopped it up and we made it into a Pantech. It's a rigid, as we call it now, because it's not a prime mover. And it's got the legend underneath the bonnet. It's got a 903 V8 Cummins in it, 330 horsepower, cubic inch, yeah. And this is what we took to the Salt. And we've got we can prove how good it goes because there's no speed limiter to it. And across the Hay Plains we got knocked off by the police doing 138 kilometres an hour, fully loaded and into it. Yes, this is the legend. And now we're going to go to Queensland and we're going to move our upholsterer here.
He's moving down here.
Yeah. Suss the sign, the Salt Express, for when we went Salt Lake racing, because it's rather a hard place to get through and it's dynamite on trailers. So there you have it, the big V8 903. That's it.
All right, mate. Thank you very much
No,
for
it's
coming over, filming us for whatever
Good
you've
stuff.
done.
Thank you,
Lovely, yeah, no worries.
Thank you, Alan.
Thank you.
Thank you for this beautiful day in your
Yep.
workshop and a beautiful trip in your hot rods. And I look forward to coming back to see
No
your beautiful
worries.
project.
Anytime, anytime. See you there.
And have a good one.
Yeah. Righto.